Hey everyone, Clay from Brooklyn, Football with the Fellas. It's all about Big Blue. Here with a film breakdown. I want to take a look at a couple of players that I'm willing to move on from. I'm not saying they're bad players. I'm not saying they're players that we uh, haven't gotten some good value out of. I'm just saying that they're players that are a little bit inconsistent, and I think that maybe some improvement there would really go a long way. They're on defense. I'm going to start with linebacker Micah McFadden. Micah McFadden seems to have a nose for the football. He shows up where the ball is, where the play is, pretty often, pretty consistently, and I like that about him. His high motor is impressive. He makes a lot of good plays, but he also misses a fairly high percentage of tackles, and that's something I just think we need to get better at. He also comes off the field on passing downs because he's really not good in coverage. So if we could find another inside linebacker that could be a 3-down linebacker and with a lower missed tackle percentage, I think that would be a good thing. But if we can find a team whose linebackers are even worse than Micah, uh, which is not to say Micah's bad. Again, I'm not bad mouthing Micah. I just want to do better. But there are teams whose linebackers aren't as good as him, and maybe they'd be willing to take him for a third or fourth round pick. Certainly, in combination with the other two people that I'm going to get to a little bit later, cornerback Tay Banks and safety Tyler Nubin, who also I think we could do better than. If we packaged 2 or 3 of those people together, I bet we could get a decent draft pick that might be one position very good instead of 3 positions okay. In any event, let me show you part of how I feel about Micah McFadden and why I feel the way I do. So here is a play from, you might remember this was week 2, the first game against Washington. First drive of the game, it's 2nd and 7. They've been marching. They're on our 38-yard line. And here's what happened. Let's take a look. So you see I'm pointing at Micah McFadden. Just keep an eye on Micah McFadden, who gets a clear free shot at sacking Jayden Daniels, which would have put them way out of field goal range and in like 3rd and 20. But he whiffs. Here he is, dead to rights, like there's no one there. There's no reason to miss this tackle. He's at the 40, Jayden Daniels is at the 48. But somehow, Micah slips off of him. Now, Jayden Daniels is a great player. He's a very good athlete. There's no shame in having Jayden Daniels elude you, but to have him standing still and not even see you coming and have him dead to rights and not make that tackle, that's just not okay to me. And I'm not saying that, everybody is better than their lowlights and not as good as their highlights. I get that. I'm not suggesting that this is indicative of who Micah McFadden is as a ball player. But it is an example, and it's not that rare an example. And, we really need to strongly consider other options, is how I'll put it. I'm going to show you that same play from a different angle, from behind Micah McFadden, basically, the end zone cam. And you'll see again just how clear a shot meaning Micah, has at sacking Jayden Daniels. So you see that no one sees him coming. No one picks him up on this blitz. Actually, I'm not sure what Okereke is doing there. He also looked like he was coming on a blitz, but he sees that Micah has him dead to rights. And to his credit, Okereke drifts out into the flat just in case. And it's a good thing he did because, as you can see, Micah McFadden completely whiffs on that tackle. And there, at least, Okereke is out here to contain and technically get a sack because Jayden Daniels wound up with like a 2-3 yard loss on that play instead of a 12 or 13-yard loss. So in any event, that's just one example of why I think that Micah McFadden puts himself in good positions to make plays and then just doesn't always make the play. But what do you think? I'd love to hear what you think about my initial take on Micah McFadden. I'm going to do a few more breakdowns. Mike will be in some of those plays as well, but I'm going to talk about Tyler Nubin, and I know he's just a rookie, so maybe I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself on judging Tyler Nubin, but Tyler Nubin and certainly Tay Banks are 2 players who I think we can also improve on. So that's my look at Micah McFadden. I'd love to hear what you think. Again, Clay from Brooklyn, Football with the Fellas, all about Big Blue, and I'm out.
Big shout out to El Marquis Productions, the talent behind the music and production here at Football with the Fellas. It's all about Big Blue. Their beats bring energy and excitement to every episode. El Marquis' skills in mixing, mastering, and creating top quality sound make the podcast come alive each week. For your own projects, check out elmarquisproductions.com and take your sound to the next level.